that my wife is all I have out there, and I understand that, what I did was wrong, but she's the only person I have
So
out there.
here's the thing. I understand what you're telling me, but what I'm telling you is based upon the allegations of your previous assault against her. You all agreed that the motion would be withdrawn, and this is from 2023, I believe. You agreed that it would be withdrawn and that there be no contact with her.
Please let me at least talk with her, because that's my daughter, that's my family. That's all I have.
No, in the letter that I received, she states in that letter that those are her biological children, not your biological children, that you have a biological child with someone else.
In the American justice system, plea bargains are the cornerstone of how most cases are resolved. The prosecution and defense strike a deal, and a judge usually signs off. But sometimes, a defendant's past forces the court to take a closer look. In this case, you'll see a defendant accept a plea deal for violating probation, but things take a turn when the judge looks beyond the current charge and dives into his entire record. As you watch, ask yourself, is the judge delivering fair justice or stepping beyond the bounds of discretion by letting past behavior shape the outcome?
So the last time we were here, on September 29th, he pled not true to violations 1 and 1. So is that still the case?
No, Your Honor. My client wishes to change his plea to true to both the allegations.
All right. So we're going to go on the record. The court is calling 2019 CR 8096 State versus Austin Zachary Mark Gibson. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Lauren Espinoza.
Andrew Fraley for the defendant.
And are you Austin Zachary Mark Gibson?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you the same Austin Zachary Mark Gibson who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2019 CR 8096 for the offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon on February 21st, 2020 for a period of 7 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your
Deferred adjudication is a special form of probation that allows a defendant to avoid a conviction if they successfully complete all the required terms. But if those terms are violated, as alleged in this case, the protection disappears, and the defendant becomes fully exposed to the original sentence and its complete range of penalties.
All right, state.
Your Honor, violated condition number 1, on or about the 31st day of August 2025 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Austin Zachary Mark Gibson, committed the offense of criminal trespass in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that?
True.
Violated condition number 1, on or about the 31st day of August 2025 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Austin Zachary Mark Gibson, committed the offense of criminal mischief greater than or equal to 750 less than 2,500 in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that?
True, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violations 1 and 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 20 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of conditions 1 and 1?
Yes.
Court will find violations of conditions 1 and 1 true. State, what are you recommending?
Your Honor, at this time, state is recommending that you grant state's motion to revoke, enter an adjudication of guilt, and sentence to 7 years in the prison.
This is the heart of the plea bargain. In exchange for the defendant admitting guilt and sparing the state the time and expense of a full hearing, the prosecution is recommending a 7-year sentence. In most cases, judges accept these recommendations to help keep the court system running smoothly and efficiently.
And defense, what are you requesting?
Judge, we're requesting continue. My client would like to address the court.
All right, can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Austin Zachary Mark Gibson.
All right, so what do you wish to say to the court?
I just want to tell you that I do accept a full range of, full responsibility for it all, and I do apologize to you in the court, and the persons of that business. I did react like this due to, lack of consistency on my medications. I do ask that I can get the help, to get this correct. I have a meeting scheduled with Miss Amanda at CHDS.
I apologize. I'm gonna ask a couple of questions and go back. Before we talk about Amanda from Center for Healthcare Services, talk about what happened. You said you were inconsistent on your medication.
Yes.
You want to be more specific?
A lot of the inconsistencies would be, getting up very early for work, like 3 a.m. I wouldn't, out, just pack my lunch and out the door. Being there's time that my phone isn't charged or plugged in, or even the noise, because my little girl would like to grab my phone. So,
And so you basically stopped taking medication.
yes.
And ever since you got clean and sober, when did you get sober?
I've been sober for a good while.
Ever since you got out of Lifetime, pretty much?
Yes.
With one minor exception, but you've tested negative on your UAs since October of 2024. So basically for the last year, you've been all negative on all your UAs.
Yes.
And you successfully completed Lifetime Recovery inpatient.
Yes, sir.
Successfully completed SATF before that.
Yes.
You had done the outpatient program before.
Yes.
Completed your UAs in the last year successfully. Done private outpatient with Lifetime, is that correct?
Yes.
And you're behind on your fees though, is that correct?
Yes. But I do have employment.
Yeah, but go ahead.
I do have employment that I can catch that up. I did have a vehicle that had a lot of issues, and it took a lot of my money, and that's why I couldn't stay consistent on the payments. But this job that I do know is a second chance employer. They have accepted me for employment.
Here, the defense shifts into damage control, presenting mitigating factors details that don't excuse the crime but may help explain it and reduce the severity of the punishment. The defendant points to his inconsistent mental health medication, his prior success in treatment programs, and his efforts to stay sober and employed. He's attempting to show that this violation was a struggle with illness, not a deliberate disregard for the law.